Learned it from her.
She was the one who was it her husband died? Was that the thing?
No. Her husband like disappeared for about 6 months to almost a year. Everyone was like, "Where is he?" And like back in the day, like this was like in the 70s. Anyway, but like it was harder to find people, you know, lack of internet, no social media. So yeah, that turns out through a friend of a friend of a friend, they find out this moved to like the equivalent of like 3 or 4 cities away, roughly about 45 minutes drive, and got married to another woman that he had been seeing. Now, mind you, this is on top of the fact that he was a semi-pro soccer player. So this dude, who's like semi-pro soccer player, had to leave because of injury, freaking is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I have 2 kids with this woman. I'm gonna cheat on her and then I'm gonna disappear and go live a new life. Checks notes 45 minutes away. After they found out, everyone found him and they're like, what the f? He's like, oh, and so he went to their like friends in common, a bunch of family friends and all this shit, and he starts going to them crying about like, oh, I was in this relationship and she was so mean to me and I didn't have another way out, and and then like the worst part was he goes to like these are all friends that were her friends first, and then he's like trying to introduce his new wife, like everything's normal, but my ex-wife is a bitch. And so that he goes to like they're like the one friend that used to be his friend first, who's a lawyer, mind you, and like starts crying to him, and he calls my grandmother and is like, I'm going to defend you in this divorce pro bono. the level of getting my grandfather got, it was incredible.
So
like,
your grandma got divorced in like 60s Argentina.
Yeah, late 60s, early 70s, around then. It was like still kind of crazy. And mind you, Argentina's really like, I don't want to say Catholic, but you know, Spanish
It's
Italian.
Latin American, so
It's
it
Latin
still has
American.
Catholic. It still has Catholic roots,
The
even
Pope,
if it's
the
not a
last
super
Pope was
religious country.
from Argentina. The last Pope was from Argentina.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
Rip Papa Frank.
Papa Frank. I just remember, and my grandmother didn't fucking blink and fucking divorced his ass. Didn't try and like curry any favor. This was all in like the span of like, I want to say again, like 6 months after they found him. They got a divorce. They got everything. He had to pay alimony. He had to do all this stuff that was like really like taboo, you know, like, oh my god, like, how are you doing? And my grandma was like, I am fueled by the rage and fury of like justification and validation. And I was just like, god damn, dude.
I want to do that. Let me be fueled like that.